I sense something. A presence I've not felt since... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Montoya. That presence, of course, is Anita Sarkeesian. Now, I don't know if she's still relevant. I can't have kept up with anything she's done lately at all. So if someone is more up to speed on what she's been up to, let me know, because I haven't even bothered to look into it. But with the with the nonsense that CD Projekt Red has been going through lately, that whole poster with the trans person that a small, very minuscule group of people very outraged about, or people got outraged on behalf of the trans community. I keep mixing trans and trans. Forgive my accent jumping back and forth there. I'm going to try to say trans. But people being outraged on behalf of the trans community, which is ridiculous, because there's my subscribers from my own channel, members of my own community who are trans, reached out to me and said, Montoya, I'm 100% in agreement with you, so are all my trans friends. These people don't represent us. And yes, I think most of us know that, but thank you for confirming too. So Anita Sarkeesian has to jump into the ring, of course, because why not? I mean, she's so irrelevant that she needs to put her neck out somewhere. And she says, hey, CD Projekt Red, I'm always available for consulting, cause it sure sounds like you might need it before the whole internet drags you. Okay, I can't even finish this. The whole internet drags you for what sounds like some potentially sexist representations, which we all know you've struggled with in the past. Eesh. Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath and tackle this a couple of words at a time. So Anita Sarkeesian very kindly says that she's available for consulting because it sure sounds like you might need it. No, nobody wants you for consulting. If you guys didn't keep up with what happened before, the previous video I did on her was when she visited the offices at BioWare. And I'm not sure if BioWare invited her to the office, or maybe someone at the office invited her to come take a tour. I know that she is Canadian and perhaps she was visiting friends and she dropped by the BioWare office. But whatever happened, she went to the BioWare office and she tweeted out a picture of her with some staff from BioWare. All women except one guy who's got that, is looking to like a deer in the headlights kind of look. And it didn't work out very well for BioWare. The negative press they got from the fact that she visited their offices. This is what's baffling to me. What gaming studio wants to have this kind of controversy? Not controversy of having a trans person in a poster, but the controversy of having Anita Sarkeesian visit you. And it's gamers as a community don't care about this. We just want to play a game. We are not playing a game because we want to be upset, or we're not playing a game because we want some political message there. We just want to come home from our jobs, sit down and play a game and relax. So we don't want Anita Sarkeesian in there in any way, shape or form. And BioWare took a lot of flack from having her in the office. And I guarantee you, if she ever tried to step foot in BioWare offices again, they'd say, no, like, you're not coming in here. So the fact that she's offering herself to go to CD Projekt Red to help them, that's so embarrassing for her to assume that they need her help. But before the whole internet drags you, the whole internet? You mean 0.00001% of the internet, maybe? Not even the internet, but 0.00001% of the outraged part of the internet, which is maybe 10 people. So that's a crazy claim to make. And she has some potentially sexist representations. Ooh, there's nothing potentially sexist about it. We've been over it. No one cares. No one cares except the people who want to be outraged on behalf of the trans community, who then go, no, like, no one's outraged about this. Like, stop being outraged for us, which is a great segue into something else we're going to come into, where Mike Pondsmith, creator of Cyberpunk, the board game, the game, the original game, is going to tell people, yeah, don't be outraged on my behalf for me. We'll get there. Bear with me. Which we all know you've struggled with in the past. What did they struggle? There was no struggle. The struggle was, in my last video, as I mentioned, a single tweet where they said, did you assume their gender? That wasn't a struggle. That was made up nonsense again. So as I say, no, I just got back onto Twitter the other week, and I mean, this is the reason why I don't bother with Twitter. I feel it just drags you into nonsense, and I said, your consultation with BioWare did not turn out too well for them. 28 likes! A new record! New personal record! But her entire thread here was just terrible, as you can imagine. Like, everyone just saying, no, like, stay out of this. This is ridiculous. And I'm in deep agreement with that. But here's the other thing I wanted to bring up, and this was actual creator of the original Cyberpunk, Mike Pondsworth, having to defend an issue of perceived racism. So what is this perceived racism? Well, in the game, first of all, this article came to us from Rock Paper Shotgun, and it was by Matt Cox. And Matt Cox is the founding member of Rock Paper Shotgun's youth contingent, whatever that means. But in no way does Matt Cox represent youth of any kind, because the youth that I know are overwhelmingly very open and very chill compared to the nonsense that Matt Cox is writing here. But it got to the point in this Rock Paper Shotgun article where Matt Cox is going on about how you are talking with a Haitian man. The Haitian man is part of a gang called The Animals. The Animals are all about having big muscles. And as a white man, V, you then go and shoot the animal. So it's the white man shooting the black man here. Oh, but did we just forget that in the character creation scene, you don't have to be a white man. You can be a black trans woman if you wanted to, which changes the narrative completely from what this author was saying. But he goes on to say how, oh, the animals are black, and now you're shooting them and they're black and they're called the animals. Like, give me a break. And it got to the point where the actual creator of Cyberpunk, Mike Pondsworth, who, by the way, is black, but he's black. We have to put that in there now. Says, yeah, don't tell me what to be outraged about. And he said in a Reddit comment right here. Here we go. So this is a guy commenting on the article. And in the comment section of the Rock Paper Shotgun article, the claims were that Mike Pondsworth was involved at some point, but he's not involved much anymore because he would never allow this racist thing called the animals in there. He would not allow it. And Mike Pondsworth actually comes in and he goes, if I wasn't heavily, this is him, this is his actual Reddit account. If I wasn't heavily involved, I would be able to get more done as I barely have a life. Yeah, he's in there every day. He's actually visiting Poland all the time. And he goes on to explain further. As for the animals, the whole freaking point is that they think of themselves as powerful, dangerous, wild animals. You'd have thought the lady named Sasquatch would have given them a clue. The Sasquatch being the leader of this group called the Animals, which is this butch white woman. Oh, man. The original Voodoo Boys were scathing commentary on cultural appropriation. I love the idea that real practitioners of Voodoo moved in and took back their turf. They even got the Creole right. And who the bleep do you think you are to tell me whether or not my creation was done right or not? Thank you, Mike. And, you know, the reason I bring this whole thing up is that I think we've reached a point in gaming where this kind of nonsense written by Rock Paper Shotgun, I can understand why they think they need to do it. They're trying to appeal to a certain demographic. And Matt Cox here wrote this article knowing that this is going to be the fallback. Now, does Matt Cox actually believe what he is writing here? I highly, highly doubt it. Matt Cox is writing this for clicks. But more importantly, Rock Paper Shotgun, if they are going to survive as a publication, they need to make a decision whether they want this kind of nonsense to continue, because they're appealing to a very, very small demographic. A small demographic that is only going to get smaller. Is there a comment section? Yes, there is. And look at this top comment, Frush Killer. This lines up with what I was unfortunately expecting from this game. Oh, clutch the pearls. Thanks for the frank look without the hype. Really? Okay, Frush Killer, if they're looking for a reason not to buy the game, and as if this justified the reason. No, this person is not going to be buying the game anyway. In fact, all the people outraged on the behalf of this article here about the way that trans people, and the animals are being depicted, none of these people are going to buy the game anyway. Cyberpunk is not losing customers. If anything, Cyberpunk is going to be gaining customers now because of what they're doing. But these people are not the demographic. These people are a tiny, tiny, tiny part of the overall gaming community. And Rock, Paper, Shotgun is in probably, I don't know what their stats are, but they can't be in good shape if this is the kind of nonsense they're allowed to get through as an actual article. So shame on you, Matt Cox, for writing this, and shame on you for further dividing a community which is overcoming all of this, a community of gamers which have come together to put the garbage of the past behind us, to come across party lines, racial lines, religious lines, and come together and just play a game. That's all people want to do. And people like Matt Cox here want to draw lines and divide the community. So no, it's not going to happen. And Rock, Paper, Shotgun, shame on you for hiring Matt Cox. And yeah, overall, very sad to see that kind of article get the notoriety and attention that it has. So guys, let me know. Is Rock, Paper, Shotgun going to survive? I say no, they won't. As always, my video is brought to you by my Patreon backers. Thank you all very much. If you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget your comments below, always appreciated. And when you like this video, it really does help get the word out. I appreciate that. I will see you in the next one.